today. From First Energy Stadium, it's Week 14 of the NFL. Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns versus Derek Carr and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd down and goal. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Carr now on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper: 7 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
From the 38, Carr. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Carr going to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go play action with Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the slant, completes to Sutton. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Steps away to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And this, a 10-point game as they've reached halftime. The Patriots looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Nyheim Hines, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put
a throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Carr now on 1st down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a...
So the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Carr. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. The first half did not go their way, and that's that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play that time for Cleveland. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deebo Samuel, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Browns! Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Carr. He's got the hook up to Lazard. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They run. It's Williams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 45 on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown! Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield, either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves? That's going to be key for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 10, a little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Now Carr. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Carr. Pass caught by Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Carr. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr's throw here pulled in by Galladay. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Carr to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town.